Okay, everyone. Hello. I'm so happy to see you again this in this material as we meet again in the history class of PKBM Pemuda Pelopor Kota Sukabumi for the Paket C Phase A for the 10th class. So today we will still in the big theme of introduction to the history studies with the material entitled Humans, Space and Time in History about the synchronic science. Please make sure that this material is available in two language and you are watching the English version right now. So if you are uneasy to understand the material or you are cannot understand what I say in English, just move from this video and play the material in Bahasa Indonesia version. So let us start for our study for today. Okay, everyone, this is the learning objective. So, we really hope that all of you will be able to know and identify the space of occurrence of the historical event. The second one, all of you will be able to know and identify the situation and condition or context of the community in history. And the last one, all of you will be able to know and identify the causality and correlation in history. Okay, actually, this is the very good quotes, but I really apologize. I forgot who are uh write these quotes. So, history cannot give us a program for the future, but it can give us a fuller understanding of ourselves and of our common humanity, so that we can be better face the future. So. This is the good quotes that we can better face the future. So yeah, history we just can learn from the history so we will not make the same mistake just like in the past and will be better to face the future. Okay, everyone, so let us understand that history cannot separate from three elements, that is humans, space and time. Because history is a real event in this world. Therefore the history needs human as an actors, place as the space of events, and time that show us then when the events happens. Because in the history, human will become the movers, actor, and witnesses of history. That is impossible to history to be written without the human. Because only human who can write the history. The second one, history requires a place of occurrence and has dimension based on scale. Because history is a real event, so they are need the real place also. So it could be say as a history. The third one, history occurs in the real time and experience development, continuity, repetition, and change. As you know, history also as the real event, it takes some time, it takes the real time and experience the growth and also the change of the world. Then how can then we understand that history needs human space and time? Let me give an example. This is explain of narration about the history of Sukabumi City Hall. So actually, Sukabumi City Hall officially opened and used on 22nd February 1934. The inauguration of this communal house was conducted in the main room of City Hall and was attended by Sukabumi City's Council. Mr. Young, as a representative member of the City Council, then delivered his speech with much hope that this communal house could symbolize the new spirit of Sukabumi City's government and the new bright and noble aspiration. As you can see from this narration, we have the humans. Who are they? They are Sukabumi City Council who attend the officially the inauguration of Sukabumi City Hall. The space, as you can see, this history is talk about the place that happened in Sukabumi and specifically in Sukabumi City Hall, because this the event also about the inauguration of Sukabumi City Hall. And the third one, time. You can see it clearly that it happened in 22nd February 1934. This is the example that history needs humans, space, and time. That's why it could be called as history. It will not call as the history if there is no humans, if there is no space, and there is no time. So it's you can say it is the only the imagination if you see the narration without the humans, without the space, or without the time, because the history really need these three components. Okay, everyone. So related to the history, as you know, history also like have some dimension. For example, the we can recognize verse about the synchronic. Synchronic is the history studies that refer to the place or space where the history events was happened. That is describing and also improve with the situation and condition or context of the people at the time. Causality connection and correlation or connection of the history event. So as you know, the history also we usually will contain a lot of like causality connection and the condition about the place at one time, and also about how the community at the time. Okay, for example, like if we are talking about the history, we also will have the correlation and could be recognizing the condition of economy at that time, the geographical condition at that time. If you can see the picture of the history, we also can recognize like, oh, this is the nature of the condition. Because, for example, like if you see the picture of the Sukabumi in the past, you will like imagine, oh my God, Sukabumi is really comfort place. It's really like garden, city in the garden, like, for example, like that. And also, how is the community condition at that time? Okay, for the synchronic, let me give an example from the historical event of the independent proclamation of our country in 17th of August 1945. At the time, Japanese occupation still, even though they are already like fall to the American, but then the condition is Jakarta is not really conducive. But at the time, we already prepared and also will be ready to to yeah, like declare our independence, that previously will be held in Lapangan Ikeda, that become the Monas right now, to the Soekarno's official residence in Jalan Pegangsaan Timur nomor 56, and right now it called known as the Proclamation Road. To the reason of the safety, the then the like we are have the very simple events at that time, the simple declaration, but we are like uh and yeah, the condition of the proclamation declaration is very peace at the time. Like as you can see from this narration, we can understand that, oh, at the time in 17th of August 1945, the condition is Jakarta is not really conducive. So the proclamation also should be moved from Lapangan Ikeda to Sukarno's official residence. And at that time also, like you can see the condition, the political condition, like Japanese occupation also end was end, and it also means the uh, World War II was end also in this world, since the Japanese also like they are fly the white flag to the American. Okay, everyone. Actually, why I'm not give you a homework and also the conclusion, since we are not done yet to learn about the human space and time in history, and also the synchronics as the historical studies. But I hope all of you will be understand what I say, but and what is the material that we have learned today. But if you have any question or you don't really understand with the material, then it's that to ask me, to contact me through my contact person, or you can send me also the electronic mail through my email address in this slide. Thank you very much for your attention, and I really apologize for my limited English ability that makes you uneasy to understand this material in English version also. Hope all of you stay healthy. Thank you very much for your attention. Hatur nuhun, sukron, bahul kubuk. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.